Now, how do you protect it and bless it and take care of it? Another story. Very few of these divinely intoxicated and inspired couples whom I have seen have succeeded. In fact, almost every single one has failed for all the same reasons. And they all stem from taking possession of that which does not belong to you. The relationship does not belong to you. It is an instrument and a vehicle for God to reach and touch and bless more people through you. You are like couriers. You are a conduit. You are a vessel, a portal, a vehicle for God to do God's ministry on earth using you. The same way God uses all of us to minister and administer and manifest His will in creation. As soon as you say, thanks for the bag of diamonds, God, I'll call you when I need you, it's like the Cinderella spell, and it just snaps. And now you think you're in this wonderful twin flame love, this divine love, but it's now made human. It's like a silver cord has been cut and severed. The thing that connected you to the divine and made it wondrous is now severed, and you'll go on deluding yourself, thinking, as I've watched many couples do, they think they still have this divinely inspired love, and it's so mundane, and it almost even becomes dark, because in every single one of those divinely inspired couplings, and this I've never seen an example otherwise, neither one of those couples in the couple, neither one of those parties, in the entire scope of their own human lifetimes, ever would have or could have chosen and found their human partner. Virtually, physically impossible, karmically and dharmically, which again shows something. Many of them even said he or she wasn't my type. I didn't like the personality, didn't like so many things about them, but then they get overlit and they're intoxicated. But then what happens is two things. There are two things that happen that kill it, or make it never succeed or reach the zenith of what it could be. One is, I already said, taking ownership of it. Thanks for the love. Call you when I need you. Look what we have. The other one is not offering it back to God and deferring to God for, okay, God, you gave us this, Aladdin's lamp. How would you like us to use it? Which is probably another aspect of taking hold of it and just claiming ownership of it. People don't defer to God. They're not obedient to God. They don't even ask God. They just say, this is mine, and boom, 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 and it's cut. And most of those couples have already broken up, or the marriages are completely and totally dysfunctional, where they don't even sleep in the same room, or they're estranged, they're not together, because one or both do not defer to God and are not obedient to God, because it does not belong to you. Your body doesn't belong to you, your life doesn't belong to you, and your partner, your relationship, does not belong to you. They are loaned to you. When you take ownership of it, you will only find suffering. You will only find lack of fulfillment and lack of eternal happiness. So you have to offer it back. Thank you for this gift. We're so blessed and so grateful. How would you like us to use it? So the way when I perform marriages for couples, I give them an image. I ask them to see themselves as the keeper of a flame. They like to use this twin flame love thing, and I don't even use the phrase anymore because it sends people right into what all the garbage books have taught them. I don't even use that. I just talk about the divine romance because that's all there is. So my request is that you don't even use the twin flame thing, because the world has a different understanding of it, and it's only getting worse, the misunderstanding. I offer during my wedding ceremonies to say, see the love you share, this divine love, this gift, as a flame that stands between you. It's a flame that includes your hearts, the flame of your souls, but it's this one threefold flame of God, and you holding hands around it are the keepers of that flame. And if you think of the properties of fire, fire is the greatest transmuter in the world. It can warm you, cook for you, protect you, heat you, light your way. It can do all kinds of things for you and with you, but the only thing you cannot do with fire is touch it. You cannot touch it or take hold of it, or it will incinerate you. That's the best analogy I can give you for these divine loves. You cannot take hold of it and claim it as your own, or try to take it and use it for your own selfish means or pursuits, or to fulfill your own selfish desires and wants. It will destroy you. And in many cases it does, and the couple never knows. They don't even know that they don't know. And they go around touting their great love, but it's as flat as a pancake and as lifeless as one. And oftentimes I'll see it where one party wants to uphold that and the other one is unwilling, and that too, sadly, will destroy it. Both, because you came together both with your gaze on God. And this particular couple who asked the question, it's the same for you. It was because I know who submitted this question, it was your passion and love for God which brought the other person to your life. So you can never forget that. God has to come first. Even if it meant leaving that person for God, God has to come first. And as long as you always put God first and defer everything in and out of your relationship to God, it will be protected. You'll be the keeper of the flame, and it will protect you and feed you and source you and light your way. But as soon as you make it yours or try to use it to serve your own wants and needs, it will destroy you. And it may destroy you ostensibly, whereas you can see and feel it and others can too. You know, the relationship gets violent, gets sour, you break up, or it becomes this hideous thing where one's super controlling and the other one's broken and spineless. And I've seen many of the couples go that route, and they think they have this wonderful love, but one has become so broken and weak and the other one's so dominant that there's no divinity there at all. So as long as you do that, not what I just said, but as long as you keep deferring and you see yourself as the keeper of the flame, he will protect you. Alrighty, but remember, again, to cap it all off, God is your twin flame. And the romance you want to be focused on is the divine romance, the courtship with the beloved. And even when and if you are in a human love, have it always be about God, and know that person is God loving you through that body, and you loving God through that body. So you see each other as portals and accesses to deepen your already passionate love affair with God. See that, and you'll have no problems.